Welcome back to the Lazyriver. Tonight is a special kind of night. We have some new fish that we're adding to the tanks.
Rosy red minnows,
Swordtails,
balloon mollies, neon tetras,
and ghost shrimp. First of all, let me say that I spent quite a bit of time in the fish store today picking out these new creatures for my tanks. And we decided to go with these creatures for certain reasons, and I'm going to go into that.
Let's start with the balloon mollies. Now, recently in this tank, I have raised the temperature, and I've noticed, like I said in my last video, that certain plants seem to do better in warmer temperatures, and I've noticed that with the Rotala indica. I can see that it's starting to come back and climb up a little bit. It is in a dirted substrate with a sand cap, and in the back we also have that Pogostemon octopus plant, which seems to be doing well. But the reason I got these balloon mollies, and in particular these are all female balloon mollies, and you can see that they look very fat. I got them, number one, because they're just about ready to pop, meaning that they're going to produce a lot of fry pretty soon. And I just love those colors. Like, I love that white, I love that calico speckled look.
If we jump back up here to tank number 5, you'll see that all I have in here is mainly calico. Oh, there goes a little ghost shrimp, but we'll get to the ghost shrimp in a second. There is one of those speckled calicos in here. But going back, I wanted to have a little bit more of a bioload in this fish tank, and I thought, well, what better way to do it than to just add some fish that are ready to have fry? And you know how this goes. You know, the fish will poop, adding a little bit more nutrients to the water column and to the tank, and those plants will be able to utilize it along with the nutrients from the dirt. Now, I wanted to do that to get that going. Over here, we're going to jump to tank number 7, which is basically a jungle val grow out, and it's not looking super hot right now, and it's not even heated as well. Now, I'm just using this tank for the grow out, and the reason why we got the rosy red minnows is 2 reasons. We're going to just let them live in there, basically doing the same job that the balloon mollies are doing. And when we don't want the rosy minnows or whatever, we're going to take them out and use them as feeder food, either for the turtles or for Steve. And it will make a nice tasty little snack for them. Jumping back up to tank number 4, we have the ghost shrimp, which are also in tanks number 1 and in tank number 5, back with the calico mollies. There's quite a little army of shrimp in there. Now, I like to utilize the shrimp to break down even further, like the wastes, and let them graze on the algae and the sponge filters, and kind of just keep that ecosystem going, if you will. They do play a very beneficial part to the ecosystem. Now, let's jump up to tank number 2, JR's tank. We have recently put the Anubias onto this nice porous rock. In the last video, I did mention that this rock did belong to my grandmother, who is also in the hobby. And like I said before, the rock is over 50 years old. Well, I'm assuming that it's a little bit older than that, because, rocks are created a long time ago. But she was utilizing this rock over 50 years ago. So, we have the neon tetras. I did recently make a little bit of a boo-boo, I believe. So down here where the swordtails are acclimating, we did put some neon tetras a few days ago in there, and Lazy, I believe, has been eating them because I started with like, what was it, like maybe 10 of these guys in here, and now there's only 3. So I did some online research and I found that it's not really a great combination, but some people do have luck keeping neons and angelfish. On another note down here, since we're down here, we did add 5 trumpet snails in here, and there just so happens to be one right at the front. These are ones that have reproduced in my ecosystem. I took them from tank number 5, and they do exist in tanks 4, 5, and now 6. But going back up here, we did some research and we found that possibly neon tetras will make a good tank mate for the beta. This is also the same tank that has the assassin snails. As you see right here, one of them's poking his snout out of the sand, and up here JR seems to really love his Anubius. Anyways, moving forward to our last pickup was the swordtails. Some of you might say, well, you know, aren't those a little big for a 10-gallon tank? Yeah, maybe they are. Maybe they're not. But I seem to tend to these quite well, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have any issues. And if I do, I'll update you and let you know. We got 1 male and 2 females. I picked this guy out. You can't really see it in this light, but he had some really nice green coloring inside of the black here on his body, and so did this female in the back. Now, I picked out the very best ones that I could find at the store, just because, you know, here at the Lazyriver we like to have the best of the best if we can. And I've never kept swordtails personally. I've done mollies and guppies. I've even done platies before, but this is a new little endeavor for me. This has been just a quick little update on what's going on today. And to finish things off, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know, and you may have received some of these, but we now have Lazyriver stickers. And these were made, the logo was made by the lovely Mo at Carmen626 on Instagram. Lovely lady, and I love her. She made these stickers for me, and what we're doing now is, since we have an official logo, we're trying to brand a little bit. And whenever you buy things, you know, from my store, these will be put on the packages, and we'll also stuff some stickers in the envelopes for you. Now, when these first did come out on Instagram, I did do a giveaway where people were DMing their address, and I was shipping them out. Now, there's a few of you out there who came from really far away. I believe there was Philippines, and there was France or the French Indies. I'm not really sure. I hope you guys have gotten your stickers. If you haven't yet, please let me know, or please let me know when you do get them. Other than that, I'm gonna sign off and take care of all these fish and get them out of the bags. And I hope y'all have a good night. And until next time, stay lazy. Adios.